Have you ever stopped to think about what's actually happening when you open your phone, tap on the Wi-Fi icon, and suddenly have the entire internet in your hands? It feels almost like magic. You press a button, a little symbol lights up, and instantly you can scroll through social media, watch videos, or talk to someone on the other side of the planet. But behind that simple icon, there's an entire invisible world at work. And once you see how it all really works, you'll never look at Wi-Fi the same way again. Stick with me until the end, because by the time we're done, you'll not only understand what makes Wi-Fi possible, but you'll also discover some hidden details that will make you realize how much is happening in the air around you right now. So let's start with something simple. Imagine you're in a cafe. You sit down, take out your laptop, and connect to the free Wi-Fi. What actually just happened? Did your laptop send out a signal that only the cafe's router could hear? Did the router then whisper back, "Welcome in"? In a way, yes. But the truth is far more fascinating. At that moment, invisible radio waves shot through the air between your laptop and the router. They didn't collide with the other people sitting next to you. They didn't interfere with someone else's phone. And somehow, through all the noise in the cafe, your device and the router managed to find each other, lock onto the same invisible frequency, and begin a conversation. A conversation made not of words, but of rapid pulses of energy, switching on and off so fast that your brain couldn't possibly imagine the speed. And here's the first strange thing. Wi-Fi doesn't use wires, but it still works in a way that's almost identical to how wired internet does. A cable carries information by pushing electrical signals down a copper line, or flashes of light through a fiber optic cable. Wi-Fi does something similar, but instead of a physical line, it uses the air itself as the medium. It's like shouting across a room, but in a whisper so high-pitched and so fast that human ears can't hear it. Instead of sound, it's radio waves. And radio waves are just another form of light, stretched out so much that our eyes can't see them. That's right, Wi-Fi is literally invisible light bouncing around you right now. Think about that for a second. The same spectrum of energy that lets you see colors, that warms your skin in sunlight, that makes microwaves heat up your food. Part of that spectrum is being harnessed inside your home every time you connect to Wi-Fi. Your router is like a lighthouse, but instead of shining beams of visible light, it's constantly pulsing out packets of invisible information. And your phone, your computer, your smart TV, they all have tiny antennas built inside, listening carefully, tuned perfectly to catch those specific frequencies. It's like a secret language spoken only between your devices and the router. But how does it turn that invisible light into actual websites and videos? That's where the real magic begins. Imagine you want to send a message. Hello. In the digital world, words are broken down into numbers, and numbers are broken into binary, zeros, and ones. Your device takes that word, transforms it into a stream of binary code, and then uses Wi-Fi to fire that code into the air. But instead of literally sending zeros and ones floating around, the device changes the way the radio wave behaves. Sometimes it tweaks the amplitude, sometimes the frequency, sometimes the phase. These tiny, lightning-fast changes in the wave carry the meaning of the binary digits. It's a bit like sending Morse code, but at a speed of billions of signals every second. Your brain can't even grasp the tempo. It's like trying to imagine the flap of a hummingbird's wings, but multiplied by 1,000. Here's a curious thought. Every time you stream a video, millions of these tiny fluctuations are bouncing invisibly through your room. And yet, you never notice them. They pass through walls. They ricochet off furniture. They bend and scatter. Sometimes they weaken. Sometimes they disappear in corners. which is why you may have dead zones in your house where Wi-Fi just doesn't reach well. That's not magic failing. That's physics. Radio waves behave like ripples on a pond. Throw a rock in the water, and the ripples spread out. Place obstacles in the way, and the ripples break, weaken, or overlap. Wi-Fi waves work in the same way, except they're rippling through space, not water. Now let's add another twist. If you and your neighbor both have Wi-Fi routers, why don't they constantly interfere with each other? After all, both are blasting radio waves. Shouldn't your Netflix fight with their video call? Here's where channels come in. Wi-Fi doesn't just spray energy randomly. It slices the available frequencies into channels, like lanes on a highway. Your router picks a lane, your device joins it, and suddenly, you're both traveling in sync. Of course, in crowded places like apartment buildings, lots of routers may be fighting for the same lanes, which is why sometimes your Wi-Fi slows down, even though nothing seems wrong inside your own home. It's the invisible traffic jam of the airwaves. And let's talk about speed. When Wi-Fi first appeared in the late 1990s, it was almost a miracle. You could suddenly move your laptop around the room and still be connected. But the speeds were nothing compared to today. Imagine trying to stream a modern HD video on those early networks. It would have been impossible. Over time, engineers developed faster and faster standards. From Wi-Fi 1 to Wi-Fi 6, and now Wi-Fi 7, each generation squeezes more data into the same slice of spectrum. It's like upgrading from a dirt road to a multi-lane superhighway. The trick is not just in blasting stronger signals, but in using smarter mathematics, allowing devices to pack more information into each pulse of energy. Where once a single symbol might carry just one bit, modern Wi-Fi can encode dozens, even hundreds of bits in a single instant. That's why today you can stream 4K video while your phone downloads updates, your console plays online games, and your smart speaker listens for commands, all at the same time. But Wi-Fi isn't just about speed, it's also about trust. Have you ever wondered why you need a password to connect? That's because those invisible radio waves don't respect the walls of your house. They leak into your neighbor's living room, out into the street, through the ceiling, into the apartment above. If Wi-Fi were left open, anyone nearby could hop in and see everything. So, security protocols like WPA2 and WPA3 wrap your information in layers of encryption. Think of it as sending your data through the air inside a locked box, with only your device and the router holding the keys. Without that, Wi-Fi would be a playground for hackers. With it, your messages, your bank logins, your private conversations, they remain yours. Now let me share a little story. In the early days of Wi-Fi, some people didn't quite trust it. They imagined radio waves zipping through their bodies all day long and worried about health risks. There were even myths that Wi-Fi could make you sick. Scientists studied it intensely, and the conclusion was clear. Wi-Fi operates at such low power and such non-ionizing frequencies that it doesn't carry the kind of energy that damages cells. In fact, the light from the sun that warms your skin is far stronger than the Wi-Fi signal in your house. So the real danger isn't Wi-Fi hurting you. The real danger is how lost we'd all feel if Wi-Fi stopped working for even an hour. Think about it. No Wi-Fi means no quick search for information, no streaming movies, no video calls. Entire offices would grind to a halt. Students couldn't access online classes. Smart homes would suddenly feel dumb. In a way, Wi-Fi has become the invisible oxygen of the modern world. We breathe it in without realizing, and only notice when it's gone. But the future of Wi-Fi is even more exciting. Imagine entire cities blanketed in seamless wireless coverage. Imagine not just connecting your phone, but connecting cars, drones, medical devices, even clothing. That's already happening with the Internet of Things. Billions of tiny devices are joining the conversation, each whispering little packets of information through the air. Your fridge may one day talk directly to the grocery store, your watch may send health alerts to your doctor in real time, and your entire home could run like a symphony of invisible signals, perfectly timed and tuned. And yet, all of it still depends on that simple process of turning zeros and ones into invisible ripples of light, catching them on the other side, and turning them back into meaning. That's the beauty of Wi-Fi. It's not magic, it's physics, math, and brilliant engineering. But it feels like magic because it works so effortlessly, so invisibly, that you forget it's even there. So the next time you connect to Wi-Fi, pause for a second. Imagine the billions of signals flying around you, bouncing, colliding, weaving through walls, each carrying a tiny piece of the digital world. Imagine the precision with which your device listens, filtering out noise, locking onto just the right signal, decoding the fluctuations into data. It's like tuning a radio, but at a speed and scale our minds can barely comprehend. That's what makes Wi-Fi work. That SY, the little icon on your screen, is one of the most powerful inventions of modern life. Now here's the question I'll leave you with. If invisible waves of light can carry entire worlds of information through the air, what other invisible things might be shaping our lives in ways we don't yet understand? Think about that. Share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what you find most surprising about Wi-Fi. And if you want more deep dives into the hidden wonders around us, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Because this conversation, just like Wi-Fi, is only getting started.